My name is Ariane, and I love to travel. Ever since I was a kid, my parents have taken me on trips all around Australia. And every year, my dad and I would go on our annual pilgrimage to the Snowy Mountains. As I began planning my first solo overseas trip, I noticed I was using social media a lot to find exciting things to see and do. This semester, I became curious as to how other people use social media to plan their holidays. One place that I visited after seeing a post from a travel influencer on Instagram was the Shibuya Crossing, which is the world's busiest intersection located in Tokyo, Japan. From this, I'll be conducting my own ethnographic study, focusing on the change in tourism marketing with the growth of social media. A study by Fodders found that out of all those interviewed, 50% made some changes to their holiday planning, whilst 15% made significant changes in response to a social media post, whether it be from a travel company, a travel influencer, or even one of their own friends' posts. To conduct my own ethnographic study, I'll be using the triangulated approach to combine interviews, secondary research, and digital ethnography to gain a deeper understanding on the topic. Do a lot of people mention social media as they're booking their holidays here?
Yes, they do. They mention it, or a good way to get someone inspired to do a trip is pulling up social media and giving them like live Instagram feeds, because it's pretty, I would say 8 times out of 10, that'll get them inspired and like really on board with what you're showing them.
So Kentucky is like probably the biggest one that I know, that in their brochure they now have a hashtag along the side so that you can actually go, and they encourage us to get customers to look that up as well.
I think lots of people do follow influencers because their photos are so aesthetically pleasing. Obviously they're going to the most popular destinations where people want to go. They're shedding light on destinations that people might not know about, and then all of a sudden, you get people come in here and they like show you a photo and it's like, I want to go here, and I'm like, I don't know where that is, but we can find out.
Like, how have you noticed a change?
Oh, when I was backpacking, like the majority of my backpacking years were maybe like 4 or 5 years ago, and it was kind of right when social media was really starting to take over. And I never even thought of it as a tool, but then, in trainings and stuff like that, it's always introduced. So it has definitely changed a lot, even just I've only been here for about a year, but it's more and more relevant.
Kontiki's global head of content stated that they used to work with travel bloggers, and then with the rise of YouTube, they moved into that space. And now, their main platform is Instagram. As stated by David Miller, there is no such thing as social media sites like Facebook or even Instagram, as they mold themselves to people's wants or needs. And depending on the culture or even the individual, this could be for leisure or even for other purposes such as work. The ever-evolving and dynamic nature of these platforms brings new challenges to tourism marketing, as destinations work to find new technological trends. The findings from my study highlights that social media is one of the most important marketing channels a brand can have. And through the use of hashtags, a destination can connect people to the content. A scholarly article stated that traditional word of mouth has become electronic word of mouth, as influencers have built their audiences online to influence people's destination decision choices. As online spaces continue to constantly grow in terms of platforms, talents, and technologies.